In a world with entirely too many shows about cars, this is another pointless automotive podcast.
Keep us on track. Welcome back to another pointless automotive podcast. Hot off the heels of our 4-year fruits and flowers anniversary. Frank, how are you doing today?
Fruits and flowers. I am good. As I mentioned last week, I was cleaning up my garage. Part of that was I found this Luigi hat,
Good
which is
find, dude.
good. It's big and foamy. And this was pre political statement Luigi year. So I don't know if that makes it more genuine or less genuine. I don't know. But free being able to wear Luigi gear unencumbered.
Good.
So yeah, that's good. I'm gonna set it over here. Let's see if I can make it into the basket of the Honda Passport without me looking, with me viewing through my camera here.
And I'll do NBA Jam commentary. Let's see it. Ugly shot.
Exactly.
What a brick. Nah, it was pretty good, dude. A little wide left, they would say.
Yeah, definitely. Not good.
I've seen worse. I also swapped out the video game background for those following at YouTube.
You definitely did it before we started recording.
I didn't do it just now when Frank was lining up for the shot of the century. This is, don't mind the sticker art. This is Tokyo Extreme Racer 2 for Sega
wow.
Dreamcast. So
It's
it is
empty.
the sequel. Yeah, fresh off the hills. I definitely stole it. Of Tokyo Extreme Racer, the original last time. This is also Sega Dreamcast.
Download a car.
Great game. Check it out. Frank, today, so we're a little late. We're late on a lot of topics. We're late on the cars we talk about. We're late, never late on to deliver
my
the
cycle.
goods, though. Yeah, we need to talk. But
Are you sitting down?
looks like I need to make a nursery. So I like Simpsons. We talk about The Simpsons a lot. I like the show a lot. It's probably my favorite show of all time. Treehouse of Horrors are some of my favorite episodes, and I kind of wanted to do this last year or the year before. We're horrible. They were horrible people. APA Garage of Horrors. We are. It's I kind of want to document some of our personal wrenching nightmare stories, and that's kind of a fun thing to go. If you're looking at your calendars and wondering what the hell I'm talking about, yeah, I know I'm late. I'm late by almost a month, but you know what? Let's roll with it. Next year, maybe we'll be better. I don't know. So I wanted to personally horrify one another with some, and the listeners, of course.
Let's
all
do
of
it.
you guys. Nobody from Belarus has joined this week. I don't know. Maybe we won them over by you mentioning Belarus twice.
Big
the
in
whole
Belarus.
episode.
Yeah.
Big
Was
if
it
true.
Lukashenko? Maybe Lukashenko's our only Belarusian
God bless.
listener.
How about you, Frank? Do you have a horrible wrenching story, car story, anything you want to
God,
share with
I'm
us?
trying to think of ones that I've never
Oh.
discussed on the pod. I'm sure I probably have. One I remember, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know about in this specific context, but one that pretty sure I've discussed at some point was my 280 ZX Turbo,
Oh yeah, good one.
which is that's a car I would love to revisit. I've never, that's the only Z I've ever owned, and I've never really drove it. I drove it hundreds of feet and realized it was still very broken. So, and I've driven, some of those cars in different scenarios, but that's kind of the unloved Z.
It kind of is, right? It's like very underappreciated.
That's 130. Yeah, and mine was a 2+2 turbo, silver and blue two-tone 5-speed T-top car, which is a pretty cool spec. The 2+2 turns a lot of people off, but interesting car. And the horror on that one was, without being here all day, I bought it with a quote-unquote bad turbo.
Huh?
I originally bought it to make it into a Lemons car. I decided it was too nice to hack up and turn into a Lemons car. Because it was like 100, I think it was like 112, 113,000 mile car.
It's really good. Yeah.
Zero rust. Paint was in great shape. Interior was largely very good. There were a couple of tears on the driver's seat bottom. In the silver leather, yes, it was a silver
So
leather
cool. Yeah.
seating surface car.
What year? 82, 83?
82.
Okay.
Um, yeah, 5 speed. Very cool car. I decided it was too cool, so I yanked the turbo out of it. I sent it off to get rebuilt. Um, Replaced the turbo feed line, which is kind of the bugaboo on those cars.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they die. It's got a long turbo feed line that comes from the other side of the engine, wraps around the back of the motor, and then feeds the turbo. And that's how those things, the turbos die, is people aren't up on their oil changes diligently enough, or they get it a little bit too hot and you coke up that line and it starves the turbo, and then now you're buying a turbo. And they weren't water cooled. They were air cooled or just oil cooled turbos. So yeah, so they were prone to that sort of thing. Pull the turbo out, got it rebuilt, put it all back together. I did some while you're in there type stuff, right? So I did plugs and I pulled the valve cover and I repainted it the crinkle finish black.
Oh, so cool.
And put it all back together. Oops, actually turns out it had a bad head gasket or a cracked head. I never did any further digging, but the guy I bought it from drained the crankcase because I pulled the dipstick and it was milkshaked, and it wasn't milkshaked when I started.
Mm-hmm.
So I think dude was like, oh yeah, all it needs a turbo, but it had a bad head gasket. It was burning coolant and oil. And I don't know if he put used oil in it. I don't know if it just wasn't milkshaked until I touched it. But because I had seen the oil before and it was fine. And yeah, I ended up basically selling it for everything I was in it, with my labor being free. Broke even, and it was a guy who I think he had one and a tree fell on it.
Hmm.
And so, but he had rebuilt the motor like 10,000 miles ago. So he was going to take the motor out of that car, put it in my car. I have no idea whereabouts are today. I hope it's cruising around. It was very cool. It had the bitch and Betty option.
Yeah.
It had, I think, every single option except for it did not have the digital dash.
Okay.
Had the analog dash. Word was the original owner, because it came out of like the Palo Alto area, and the original owner was like an engineer like Lockheed Martin and worked down there by like in Hangar 1 and all that. So, yeah, flight engineer spec.
Yeah, I love those cars. They can be a little pain in the dick to get through smog. The early ones, it's just early 80s turbo technology. They probably barely passed smog brand new, to be honest, if we held them against today's standards. So I love them. I love how they look. They've aged pretty well, in my opinion. It's just like a more cumbersome 240Z, but I kind of like the 80s touches to it. So
yeah,
they're killer.
The little Nakaduct hood scoop and T-tops are cool, and they're a little soft. They were more of a GT thing compared to the earlier cars.
Sure.
That's why they're not as loved, right? But like, I don't know. I'd rather have one than a Z31, I think. Hot take. But
that's a little spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just surprise head gasket jobs are never fun to find. It sucks. I've been there too, but yeah, it's like one of the top things you're not looking for. It's like having to do a clutch immediately, right? Like a surprise clutch failure. So yeah, been there, done that too. Kind of a little bit. Yeah, it's when people tell you there's like something wrong, and that's the only thing that indicates wrong. You just know you got to assume there's something else going on, right? But so my buddy, a good buddy of mine, has a super clean, low mileage 1990 Ford Mustang GT, super cool Fox body, and he was like over it and he had the car for a long time, like 8 years. He had basic maintenance and then some upgrades done by his family mechanic, and the guy literally he threw replacement parts at everything. And I'm not talking like researched parts. He's talking about like Part Zone, like going to AutoZone and getting like the cheapest brand map sensor or something to that. And that never works, right? Dude even bought a remanufactured ECU from AutoZone. So that's how far he went down the rabbit hole of trying to fix these little issues. And then so basically this Mustang got delivered to me, barely could idle, would just fall on its face, smoked the entire garage. I talked about it back in the day, but I mean, it literally would smoke me out of the garage just running it for like 20 seconds.
Love it.
Nothing was right. Nothing was
Fantastic.
right about the car. So I start poking around. I see weird things like blue marine RTV holding the intake manifold on, no gasket. I see
Oh,
sensors just left disconnected. I saw one sensor where he used RTV to seal it and just put one
okay.
screw on one side. So the usual hack stuff that you don't want to see
Right.
when you get into a car. And it was super clean when my buddy had it. So I start that process. Dude, this is always, I love working on this car because it's a buddy of
Hmm.
mine, but I would never buy a car in this condition because it becomes like this night, like you think you're tracking one issue and it's
Hmm.
something completely different, especially when you've started swapping out sensors.
Yeah.
Those to me are like my biggest nightmare scenarios where a mechanic has done everything to the car and it's somehow
Load the parts
worse.
cannon.
Yeah, worse than what it started out with the issue being reported as, right? So now I had,
Yeah.
well, that issue's less noticeable because these bigger issues are kind of taking over the stage, right? Unbelievable, dude. The amount of stuff that just piled up. Like, so you do the first stuff, like you do like a, I don't know, compression test, make sure the engine's
Hmm.
good before I even put effort into it. It was good compression. So I'm like, okay, we're working with a good motor here.
Building blocks are
Yeah.
good. Yes.
Yeah, let's go with this. And then I'm like,
Foundation.
let me check the ignition timing. It was like so far off. I'm like, well, that's our first problem, right? So just doing the basics. Like first
Hmm.
off, taking off the intake manifold, doing all those things that were leaking or disconnected or RTV sealed shut. Like
Yep.
he had done a sensor. I can't remember. I wish I could remember what sensor. It was on the throttle. It was near the throttle body, and he had put too much RTV, like so much that it went around the sensor inside. And it was just by a pure
Oh, yeah.
miracle that it didn't get sucked into the intake manifold.
Sure.
Like, I'm like, good. What the? This guy had like, he's like the Bob Ross of RTV. He had like every tube. He's like, I'm just gonna put a little blue RTV here. Look at that happy little marine intake manifold.
Glob.
It was,
Yeah.
dude, so bad. But yeah, that's where I started. And eventually we got the car running. It did need to get like professionally tuned because the ECU and everything was swapped out. And
Right. That's right.
but just you don't. I would never, no matter how, and the car is exceptionally clean. It's a buddy of mine. That's why I took on all that work. But
Mhm.
a regular shop would have turned it away, right? Like you start seeing all those kind of hack things. You're like,
Yeah, it's
I'm not
tough.
touching
And
it.
you can't blame them,
I
right?
can't. No, I wouldn't
Especially
have
if they're
bought
good. If they're a good shop and they've got a lot of business coming in because they're a good shop,
it. Hmm.
the absolute last thing you want to do is have someone open a can of worms and then like microwave it till it's boiling hot and then hand you the boiling hot can of someone else's worms.
Yep.
I don't want that. And so and yeah, completely get that. It's can I just say that my least favorite thing is when people default to, oh, it's got to be an ECU problem.
Hey, as soon
Not
as
that
someone,
not that it never happens,
right.
but to be like, oh, there's this one thing that like I tried a Hail Mary on and threw
Mhm.
some part at it and it didn't work. And then I keep beating my head against the same wall and the result didn't change. So it's got to be an ECU.
Dude, as soon
No.
as you nailed it, as soon as someone says it's got to be the ECU, ECM, whatever it is, I go, if that's their immediate diagnosis of the issue, I immediately go, okay, I'm gonna just take the car. We're gonna we're gonna get away
Mhm.
from here. Because usually it's really poor diagnostic work. And then nine or 11 out of 10 times when you replace that ECU, the issue's still there
Mhm.
because it wasn't the ECU. Go
Yeah.
figure. And the
Or
new
you've made it
ECU,
worse.
yeah, the new ECU in the case of this Mustang was a piece of shit off the shelf aftermarket one where you just
Yeah.
got rid of. Come
You
to
got
find
in
out,
the zone.
yeah, he had an actual Cobra ECU in originally. So someone
Yeah.
took that perfectly running well, I'm sure, and sold
Well,
it
they
for
turn
like,
it. They send it in as a core.
yeah. So
Oh, no.
whoever got that was like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna quit my job and make a lot of money on this right now because those go for like 600, $700, and then I'm gonna
Damn.
sell them this $200 Reman AutoZone special.
Cardone.
Yeah, dude,
This Grant
horrible.
Cardone special. It's 3xing my horsepower. Or
Yeah, right.
10x or whatever that grifter does.
Unbelievable. Yeah, you're right.
It's just and it happens. It's you, but usually it's like, oh, there's this weird no start condition, or there's like it's not usually the car runs poorly. It's like
Right.
it works or it doesn't, right? Or there's or this or it's like, oh, this is a known issue, and it's just intermittent whatever. But like, yeah, oh, it runs poorly and it won't pass smog. It's got to be the ECU. Like, no,
Sure.
I don't buy that ever.
Yeah, and that's why this was a nightmare project. On top of all of this, So like
Mhm.
maybe like the first few days of me working on the car, like finding all these issues, right? I go under the car and I'm looking at some stuff. I come out, go to start the car just to see some things. The
Sure.
dead, like nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? So I swap
Okay.
out, I look at the starter solenoid, I short the solenoid, so it'll start and the starter
Click, click, click,
engages.
click, click.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
holy fuck. So there's something going on. After like a full like day of diagnostic trying to figure out what's going on with the starter, I go, does this thing have a kill switch on it? And my buddy goes, oh yeah, it does. It's like right under the front bumper. It's easy to hit if you crawl under there. I'm like, bro,
A tow truck is showing up at your house in a half an hour. It's gonna have your goddamn car on
God damn,
it.
dude. I was just, and I mean, dude, it hung right behind where the bumper plastic is because you usually want to hide it.
Yeah.
So you can reach down and do it, but also you
Hmm.
don't want anyone to see it because that's obvious. Someone could just fuck with you or
Right.
obviously undo your kill switch. But I just perfectly right where I squeezed under the front, my knee had hit it.
It was on the outside of the car,
So underneath the bumper, like the plastic bumper. Yeah, underneath in the front.
not like under the dash or somewhere convenient.
Nope. Underneath
Like,
the bumper.
boy, it's pouring ass rain. Let me go start and drive my shitbox Mustang that's like full of
Right?
O'Reilly parts or Pep
I
Boy
mean,
this
to
and
be
that.
fair, it was like behind the
Yeah.
plastic part of the bumper. It was up in there enough, but it hung down enough so you touched it. Like, also, if you drag your bumper, you might hit it too, which would be interesting.
Yeah, you
when
hit
you're
a
driving.
speed bump and it just beep-doop.
The whole car goes dead. But anyway, no
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
idea. So I'm over here diagnosing a no start, no crank for a day. And I'm like, I'm
You're
done,
like, the
dude.
ignition switch is good. Like I've got continuity, like going through all of this
Yeah.
stuff.
Jump
Yeah,
the starter
I'm jumping the
solenoid.
starter solenoid.
Yep, all
Are
the fun stuff.
those like the older Fords where it's just like it's a separate solenoid on the firewall?
So it's on the side fender. So you can lay a
Okay.
screwdriver across it, jump it,
Yeah, it's a
whatever.
cylinder
piece of
looking
metal.
dude, and you just
Yep.
arc it out. Yeah,
And it could fucking arc hard, I'll tell you that much.
yeah.
It likes to arc
Hell
hard.
yeah.
But anyway, that was just candy on top of that already delicious dessert. And ultimately, we did get it running. It's just
Mhm.
one of those jobs when it comes in, and plus, I had never seen the car before, so it's like not only do I have to unfuck like a guy's like, and the other thing is he left it with the mechanic for an extended period of time. I think almost a year.
Mm,
So I'm unfucking a year's worth of like I'm Mister
quote unquote
like parts guy.
mechanic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the problem, right? Um, a night. It was an absolute night. I'll say it's a nightmare. I'm glad that I helped my buddy out, and we got it's running great now. By the way, the car is amazing. After that tune from a professional tuner and got some stuff sorted.
Did it?
But-
It didn't immediately just start like devouring children outside of a Cars and Coffee on a weekend.
No, I wish, dude. This thing's so clean.
Let it
like,
eat.
It was like a low mileage white Fox body. Just looked right. The interior was 10 out of 10.
Sure.
It's his dream car, and he has some cool Cobra mods on there, so it's like legit. It's like it's really good.
Yo, that horse got snakes.
Yeah, dude. Horse snake. But those are the kind of things. And that to me was like one of those scenarios that could have easily spun out. If it was my own personal car, I would have been panicking because those are the ones that just you blow budgets, you blow timelines.
Right. Imagine if you bought it and the prior owner just didn't tell you about the kill switch. Like, oh God.
Especially the way
Yeah.
it was hidden too. Like who would put it there? And like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know it was there. But
Sick,
yeah, no,
bro.
good scenario right there, dude. That's a nightmare scenario.
God. Yeah, it's boy, sorry, I was like enthralled of just like thinking about bad ECU bullshit
Oh my
and like
God,
not
dude.
thinking about because again, I'm the one who doesn't take notes about other shit that like has gone wrong. Because there's a lot. I mean, shoot, we can talk about the trials and tribulations of the Focus SVT. Like,
yeah, unbelievably.
that's like
shitty.
semi. Well, I mean, it's semi recent, so I don't want to
Mhm.
spend too much time talking about it. But, yeah. How about this? How about this is just a theme?
Mhm.
Because it's definitely happened to me. You buy the brand new part, and the brand new part instantly shits the bed. Right?
Dude, and it
When-
should be told it's been happening more recently, right?
Sure. I mean, it's kind of boy. I mean, it's kind of always happened. Like I remember, probably the first instance, the earliest instance that I could remember for me is in high school. Is the starter on my Barracuda shit the bed?
Mm-hmm.
And it was questionable age and origin, old school, just old shitty Mopar, probably built in Saginaw, Michigan starter, and it just finally it slow cranked for like a week,
Mhm.
and then it was just done.
Uh,
So fished it out, replaced it with a later gear reduction starter. So if you could order starting in like 91 up until I believe 92 or 93 when it switched over to the Magnum V8,
Mm-hmm.
which was just it was basically an advanced version of the original LA series Mopar small block.
Right.
And in those late run LA Mopar small block, like 318 or 360, they had a much smaller, like more modern gear reduction starter.
Okay.
And you could just bolt it in.
Oh.
So sick. I just went to my local, whatever, Napa car parts. Auto parts, I should say. That's Napa Auto Parts. Went there, got
right.
a starter, and I think I don't know. It might not have been Napa. It was whomever, right? Went to the local aftermarket joint, paid whatever it was, probably at the time $120 for a new aftermarket starter. Put it in. It was great. Quieter, cranked faster because of the gear reduction. It was much smaller. It was probably 60% of the size of the original one.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Put it in, everything's great. I think it lasted like 3 days. And this was by daily at the time. This was nice.
Oh.
And then it wasn't like slow crank. It would click, 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 click. I was like, what the fuck? Did I kill my battery? So I would go to jump it. Click, 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 click. So I'm going, oh man, I'm an idiot. I screwed something up. Like I've got my, it's got to be like my negative, terminal wire that goes from the battery to the starter. And let me go look at that. Oh, it's pretty old. Maybe I got to replace it, but it looks like it's got good. I'm just like troubleshooting all this shit as a 16-year-old, 17-year-old. And going, and I talked to some old head who's like, oh, you bought like, a new aftermarket or reman starter, as you said, right? Oh, all these aftermarket parts these days, they're getting worse. And get off my lawn. It's a bad part. Well, the old head was right.
Yep.
So I fished it out. I took it back in. They bench tested. Like, oh yeah, this thing's done. Here you go. They handed me a new one. Put it in the car. I think it's still in the car to this day.
Oh wow.
It was the warranty starter. And yeah, just a bad part, and it happens.
Pain in the ass.
I've had it happen with, the reason I brought it up was the lower coolant hose on the Focus SVT. Special order the part in, it's SVT specific, and and I wrestle it in, whatever it was, 36 hours before the start of the rally. Nope, sorry. There's a bad casting in this like Y joint, so it's pissing coolant out. Great. God, I'm trying to think. I promise I've had other. I had actually the opposite of it. And I had one of my first gen Forerunners, and I'll let you add to this here in a second. You can throw more vegetables into this soup of bad new parts. Where it was the opposite. Where at my first gen Forerunner, it was an 87 Forerunner, 22RE automatic. I kept getting low charging warnings, which on that car is just a simple alternator, single red LED that lights up. Doink. Shit. Okay. I tested at the battery. It was putting out like 12.9, 13.1, something like that. Okay, we're not charging properly. I look, it's what looks like the original starter, and the car had, I don't know, 170,000 miles at the time. Okay, it's ran its time. It's the old nip and denso. So I pulled it out and I take it to the local car, used car, whatever, not used, but O'Reilly's, whatever, AutoZone. Take it there. Hey man, I'd love to sell you a starter. I just tested this thing. It bench tests perfect. Honestly, and if he was right, he would have been right. But if he was right, his point was valid, which was like, this is a nice OE nip and denso starter. I tested it. It tests great. You should just put this back in the car versus buying some whatever A1 Cardone part that I'm going to sell you out of my place. Here, I'd love to sell you a starter, but this is a good starter. Shit, okay. Put it back in the car. I keep getting the same problem. So I'm cleaning all my grounds. I found there was like an old fusible link in the charging circuit on that. I'm like, well, maybe there's so I went to a pick and pull and found it, and I swapped that out.
Yeah.
And I'm swapping out a bunch of parts, and I can't correct it. If I would rev it up, the charge light would go away. But I would be at idle in gear, I would get this charge light. I'm like, fuck. So I go, you know what? I'm gonna fire the parts cannon at it. Fuck it. I pull the starter back out after doing all this other work. I put a reman starter in it. Perfect. Great. Done. Solved. I don't know why it bench tested okay. I trust that he actually did it. I don't know.
Right.
It's a random aftermarket parts counter guy is making $11 an hour. And not that that's a bad thing, but like he's not an engineer, an electrical,
Right.
diagnostician. So I don't know. But that was like the inverse of like this was the known bad part that tested good when I went to buy a known good part.
Yeah, but there's lots of like if the test isn't done right, like and then you have a false positive, right? Like so, like EGRs, you can make the diaphragm move up and down with a vacuum, like a hand vacuum. And you're like, oh, my EGR is good, except you're supposed to do that, put the vacuum on it, and then wait to see if it leaks out because that means the diaphragm's leaking. So a lot of people just do it and like, oh, plunger moves, EGR is good. No, bro, if it does it and then like leaks right back down, it's essentially a leak down. It's not good. So sometimes doing those tests are important.
You go, EGR is great. It's got to be something else. We're like, no, man. Like, yeah, the EGR valve's working fine, but if the car's never getting signal to actually send vacuum to the EGR valve, right? You gotta go to the next step upstream. But people will do that. But it's good.
And that's an extra nightmare scenario when
it's an ECU.
When you don't say it. When you think you fixed an issue and you've ruled that out, and that still is a goddamn issue, so you're troubleshooting around that the known issue, which is actually the real cause. But EGRs are like that, and then like it's like my tracker, like the EGR is fine, but now the intake manifold, all the EGR runners are fucking full, like packed, and you have to take the intake manifold off. Whole other story there. But another nightmare scenario, diagnostics, I think trip up most like DIYers or mechanics.
I hate it, but it's also so fun.
It's so fun, but like one of the hardest things is diagnosing a sound. I think those can be the absolute most challenging. So my '07 Legacy Spec B, one of the best cars I ever owned it for 7 years. All of a sudden I was driving and under like boost would make a whistling sound. And you're like, oh, fucking turbo. You're upset. It had lower mileage, so I wasn't too worried about the turbo. And I'm like, it could be anywhere. It could be on the intake side.
Gasket.
It could be the exhaust side. It could be anything, right? And if you've ever worked on a boxer engine, you know how much of a pain in the literal dick it is to get. It's very complicated. It's like tight in there, the up pipe area, the down pipe area, everything's tight. All the intake to the intercooler stuff.
Well, the pipes are tight.
So anyway, try to find the sound. I take everything apart, and it's a pain. It's literally a pain in the dick. Take everything off. I replaced every gasket.
To be fair, if you're wrenching on your Legacy or anything else, and you have literal pain in your dick, you're probably doing it incorrectly,
or correctly,
or super correctly,
or erectly.
This is true. Yeah, exactly.
So the funny thing is there's like a million unique gaskets for all the different joints because the system it's a flat engine. It goes around at weird angles. Replaced every gasket, did really high quality ones like Grim Speed at the time. So it's a big job. It's a lot of money. Get it all back together, go for a rip. And I'm like, oh my God, it's not doing it. Then, and I'm like, son of a, and I'm talking like to take all that apart is hours, like literal hours, then put it all back together. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So the only thing I didn't touch was the up pipe, and I'm like, God, it looked really good. So I look
the factory up pipe.
Yeah, the factory up pipe has a flex section, and so I'm like, let me just look at the flex section. So I flex it, a little perfect hairline crack. So every time I was hitting boost, the up pipe was going. Whee! So aftermarket up pipe, we're good. But those. God damn, dude, just that job. And it was a East Coast car, not super crusty, but that part of your car gets all the water and snow damage.
Yeah, and it's mostly just like mild steel. And
I broke 3 bolts, taking all that stuff. It was down for like a weekend plus to find a sound. Like that's the worst thing, spending money to get rid of a sound. Like no performance difference, no like maintenance difference, just pain in the dick, work. And then just to go for that, when I went for that first drive on that Monday, and I was like, oh my God, it's fixed. And then like this, It's like the most high pitched, like, and I hate noises. Like, me, I can't,
Oh
I can't
yeah,
stand it when brakes
interior
like drag
vibrations
too.
and stuff.
Brakes dragging is one of my other pet peeves. But dude, and then to swap
Yeah,
out that up pipe, which meant taking everything fucking off the engine again. Um,
yeah. How
dude,
much PB
nightmare.
blaster can one go
Just,
through?
just like I was like one for you, one for me with the PB blaster. So
Hmm.
I was getting drunk with the car. But dude, just those little things like diagnosing sounds is like another always it has the potential to really become a nightmare.
God,
Suspension
yeah,
clunks. Oh, I think it's this. And you can get under
yeah.
the car and you can move the car. It won't ever make the fucking same noise. And then the second you drive it out of like your garage and hit like a little pothole
Hmm.
or speed bump, it's like "Whack, whack," and you're like, oh my fucking
Yeah,
God.
yeah, exactly. Where's a bridge too far? Yeah, it's I'm trying to remember.
Oh.
It's funny. So you mentioned with that flex pipe. I don't even remember which car of mine this was, but it would have this intermittent like stumble under more than like three-quarter throttle. You'd give it
Oh,
like
that was annoying.
if
Yeah.
you would tow in it would be fine. 50% throttle would be fine. Give it much more than that, right? Like you would punch it and it would shit the bed. It was like, okay, like
God
there,
damn.
it's there's some enrichment issue,
Hmm.
right? So, and that's what it was presenting as. And I don't even remember how I found it, but what actually was happening was, and all the hoses under the hood looked great. It was twofold. It was worn motor mounts,
Hmm.
and there was like a PCV line or some bigger vacuum hose that at idle or with the car off looked perfect. But when you'd give it bigger throttle, it would move on the motor mounts, and there was like a split in the line that you couldn't see
Ah.
but there was enough play in the motor mounts, it would pull it apart, and it would just suck in tons of unmetered air, and it would just
Hmm.
shit the bed.
Yep.
Um,
Oof.
and yeah, and that's what it was. It was like, okay, it needs motor mounts, that's fine. And I was just playing with like, oh yeah, look how bad it needs motor mounts. And then I like saw it at the corner of my eye. I was like, whoa, like this line would just split open and just like pull all this
Holy
air, and
shit.
it would be shit. Like, oh, that's my problem. And sure enough, like I thought it was like, it was either getting too much fuel or not enough fuel, and it was just getting too much unmetered air. Um, and yeah, that was less of a nightmare, more of just like, whoa, I'm glad I saw that at the right moment, because
Right.
otherwise, unless I smoke tested everything, I wasn't going to find it.
Unbelievable. But yeah, it's just like even the thing that gets me too is like when it's on a good car and you run into one of these like nightmare scenarios, right? Like
Hmm.
we intentionally get ourselves into some of these situations. I'll admit,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
we see
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
red flag. It's like women. You see the red flag
Oh
and you're
no.
like, I can fix her.
Or men.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
sex
Or yeah.
bots.
Or
Um,
yeah. Clankers.
but
There's a lot of red
you
flag in that clanker.
those ones you kind of like set yourself up like emotionally everything else because
Hmm.
you're gonna have to deal with this eventually, but when it happens to like a good running vehicle like out of the blue and then you're going down diagnostic hell, uh boy, those can become real nightmares real fast. And I think we get some pretty good ones in. We'll make it more Halloweeny next year, but just
I don't know. We talked about sex bots. That's Halloween adjacent.
fair, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, what I do want to hear is like if any of our
Oh,
listeners have had any absolute nightmare jobs, dude, share it with us because misery
yeah.
fucking loves company.
Yeah, that's like adjacent to our like awful car stories, is awful car wrenching stories,
Oh
right?
God,
So if
we know you got some.
yeah, like what's funny? It's just a quick aside. So
Sure.
when I was in high school, a buddy of mine had it was an '86 Camaro IROC Z.
Mm.
It was like cream white with a brown interior,
Oh,
T
good.
tops, 305 TBI, 5 speed. And it had like all the IROC Z stuff, and the wheels were like factory like gold lettering.
God.
And the wheels weren't like gold. It wasn't gold. They were like the silver, but like with like the painted
Yep, gold
gold
accent on the inside. Yep,
accents and stuff.
yep.
At the time, we gave him shit for it, right? Because like he bought it, he thought it was a 350.
Oh.
And then he figured that out. After like, oh no, like 2 weeks later, it's just like, bro, the 350s were all auto. I'm pretty sure. And so we're like looking at like the emissions label under the hood, like, bro, it says 5 liter. You're fucked.
Even though I'd take a 5 liter 5-speed over a 350
they
auto.
drive. They actually, I mean,
fair.
they drive okay. Like
They're okay.
better than
better than an Iron Duke.
We did. Speaking of dumb car stories, we did dumb car story stuff in that. Let's just say when you're in high school and your homie's getting new tires and you decide you need to make the old ones go away, you do things in that car.
You recycle them.
Anyways, he basically he was like, "Oh, dude, I think my transmission's fucked on this car. I need a transmission." So we're like, "Okay." It was. He's like, "Yeah, like it just I put it in whatever gear, like it's fine in first and second, but if I put it in like third, like it just revs. Like I think like something's like I think I blew third gear out of it because again, doing dumb stuff." And we're whatever 17. So okay, sure. So we go to a pick and pull. We drag another T5 out of a car and pick and pull. We get it to we took high school auto shop. So we limp the car. We put the transmission in the trunk of his IROC. We limp it over to the high school auto shop. Put it in the air. We drop the transmission on him. My buddy almost drops it on his head. Like he was a big dude. Thankfully, he caught it. He was like 6'3" water polo player. He caught it. And was just like, ugh! We caught him, and we just like landed on the ground with the transmission dropped out of his car.
God damn.
We do all of that. We get in there. His clutch is smoked. Transmission was fine. What was happening was first and second gear was fine, but when you put it in the higher gear and you give it the beans, it would just,
torque. Yeah,
it would just flare because his flywheel was burnt, clutch was gone. I think we just put his original transmission back in it because we're like, I don't trust this like junkyard one. Like
I would keep the junkyard one though, for sure though.
I don't remember what happened to it. And yeah, so we put it all. So, but that was just like, hey, we're kids. We don't know. We just assumed we blew the transmission and we smoked the clutch because we were doing terrible things and we didn't really know how to drive a 5-speed. Yeah. It's not a nightmare job, but considering we almost died and we had to go buy a transmission for no reason.
Right. Good Lord. Cool. But yeah, I like the nightmare stuff. We'll have to make it an anniversary thing. Every Halloween we'll celebrate.
Spooky.
Are you ready to get a little? Well, this could be scary depending on how you view this vehicle.
Oh,
it's time, my friend.
Is it a spooky vehicle?
Could be.
We'll find out.
Maybe. It's a bit of a mystery vehicle.
Rolls-Royce Spectre.
God damn it. 1985.
The Silver Ghost.
All right. You mind introing the show while I pull up this absolutely ghoulish ad?
This is what's going to happen. So this is our print ad quiz game. Oh, boy. In today's rousing edition, Chadwick has already discovered a perhaps spooky advertisement from the 80s, the 90s, to the mid-2000s. He's going to read and describe this advertisement. He's got his glasses on. We are aging out over here. And part of this is I will then, after he reads the ad, I get 3 guesses to try and figure out the make, model, and approximate model year of the vehicle at hand. I get 10 minutes. I get 3 guesses. I get hints if and when I get some guesses
maybe
wrong. Please play along at home. It's a bunch of fun. Yell at me, calling me a clown and an idiot and a fraud when you know what it is and I don't. Yes, this is interactive. I'm ready. Hopefully you are ready. Chadwick, what you got?
Let's do it. So we got a 2-page ad for you today. Driver's
Full
side,
spread.
3/4, in the African savanna with a giraffe. I don't know if you pluralize giraffe. I don't think
giraffes.
you do.
I think you do.
Giraffes?
I think it's giraffes. I don't think it's like giraffe. Like
giraffe? I think it's just giraffe, like you would like deer. Deer or fish.
Deer.
Right.
I mean, they are long deer.
I think
that's what they are.
I prefer a John Deere. But so anyway,
like
what of the giraffians is looking at the vehicle? The headline, the H1 in the HTML world is the most civilized way to leave civilization.
Okay. All right.
It's a fun one, man.
Range Rover Disco 1.
Done. Okay, here we go. Within the limits imposed by certain unalterable laws of physics, the new blank has the going deep, has the capabilities to go practically anywhere. It is
Okay.
tough. It has a tough box frame chassis, strategically placed steel skid plates,
Sure.
and convenient shift on the fly four-wheel drive. A
Okay.
hostile environment on the outside, however, only serves to accentuate how comfortable the environment is on the inside. Amenities like leather, a
Mm.
power moonroof, and heated seats ensure that this is a vehicle well suited to an exclusive restaurant as it is to an extended African safari.
Okay.
Do
Wow.
both of those. Uh, and one that more than lives up to its luxury nameplate, Frank.
Ah, the luxury nameplate.
That's a
Okay.
big one. Its unique combination of strength and grace.
Mm.
It's dedicated to the notion that your adventures should be wild and uncivilized, but never your accommodations.
Wow. Okay.
This is a pretty well written ad
I'm into it
to
so
be
far.
frank.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm nearly sold. I need some tech specs, I
we
think,
have
though.
tech specs coming right up.
Okay,
This
good.
is good.
All right.
Leather trimmed interior,
Wow. Okay.
oversized power moonroof,
Oh, that's it. I got
heated
it.
power front seats, theft deterrent system. It doesn't prevent, it just deters.
Fair.
Shift on the fly four wheel drive,
Hmm.
dual airbags,
Okay.
190 horsepower. This is what you've been waiting for. V6 single overhead cam
Oh,
sock
oh, oh,
engine,
oh, oh. Okay.
90.2 cubic feet of cargo space.
90.2 cubic feet cargo space. Okay.
The big one there was the 190 horsepower V6 single overhead cam motor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Frank, 10 minutes on the clock. What is the most civilized way to leave civilization?
Oh man. Boy,
Great ad.
reflexively good ad.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's great, but it's good.
It's fucking great.
You see, here's the thing. In my head, I'm like, oh boy, like this absolutely reads like Lexus LX. It reads like, you know, uh, Discovery 1, Discovery 2, Range Rover, right? Like this is again, luxury nameplate. Motor does not fit the bill here.
Mm.
190 horsepower. No displacement. We didn't get a displacement, but it's an overhead cam, a sock, if you will.
Sock. It
Leads
did
me
say
to
V6.
V6, yes,
Mhm.
yes, V6. 190 horsepower. So with a luxury, it has to be true to a luxury nameplate, allegedly.
Correct.
So that leads me to think of this could be an Acura SLX, but I think that 3.5 liter made more than 190 horsepower. I want to say it was 230 or 250. I think it's model year dependent.
Mm.
Like I think it was 250 in the Via Cross. I don't know if it was in the SLX.
That was a pretty robust engine for sure.
Robust engine. I want to say it made more than 190 horsepower. Luxury nameplate that's making a body on frame SUV.
Mm-hmm.
I would almost want to say like a Land Rover Freelander because you had the 2.5 V6. Feels like 190 horsepower would be about right.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure those were unibody. I don't think that's a body on frame vehicle. But it like you know, if this is an ML 320, boy, maybe. Oof, that might be it. It might be an ML 320. But I want to say that made more than 190. That's a 220, 230 horsepower motor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was down tuned for the ML 320, but that's a body on frame, luxury nameplate. Boy, that might be my first stab. I'm going to go back. So for now, to get the ball rolling,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that this is a 1998 Acura SLX. Final answer, Bob?
The most civilized way to leave civilization, the Acura
Hey,
SLX.
190. I thought it was more.
Early. So this is a 95, the first year.
Okay.
They didn't have the 3.5.
Was it not the 3.5? Was it the 3.0?
I think it was a 3.0 to start. The 3.5 did the year you said 98. I think they did have the 3.5, 98, 99. I know it was late 90s. And that's when it went to, like you said, over 220 horsepower. So significant jump. 190 is not bad for mid 90s, to be honest, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So,
and dual airbags was a big deal for 95.
I was going to bring that up. Dual airbags. Here's the ad.
I'm going to see the giraffes. Yeah. God, that two-tone is slick.
It's so good. So what is your good job? First off, Frank nailed it.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the SLX?
I would like to own an SLX. Now I know it's just an Isuzu Trooper with
second gen
leather trim.
It's a second gen Trooper though, which was a huge upgrade in luxury over the first gen, let me tell you.
Yeah. I would like to frankly, mealy. I don't know. I don't know if I know enough about all the full breadth of differentiation between a Trooper and an SLX, right? Like, I know like
trim
leather amenities and trim, but like, did they have like, softer rubber bushings in various,
it's mechanically
suspension
the
mounts?
Same. It's
or did they add more sound deadening?
Nope.
Did they, like the glass is glassier? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe they're
nicer leatherette.
Right. Yeah. Like, the wood grain there's more wood to the grain. Like, I don't know. We need
one.
Complete sidebar. I had a brief conversation yesterday with a gal who used to work at Mitsubishi, and I talked to her. I was like, I used to have a Galant VR4. She was like, I organized the launch event for that car. And I was like, oh, we need to talk later. And like, I haven't followed up with her. Wow. Yeah. She works for a really cool charity. She used to work for Singer and Ferrari, but she started at Mitsubishi in the 80s and early 90s.
Killer.
SLX. We need to get one.
I like them. I like them a lot because I'm already predisposed to like them because I love Troopers so much. They look killer. Like they're still boxy. The two-tone, like you said, and you could get like a green or a blue or like an in-between. It was like these color combos were brilliant. And they're proper. That's a proper, and the ad is not fucking around. These really can go anywhere. These were pretty serious off-road rigs, to be honest.
Oh, I found two. I just did a quick search and I found a pair of them on one is trash on Facebook Marketplace. One is trash.
One is in Citrus Heights that I might be going to look at tomorrow.
Cool. I'll send you a link later. This makes for terrible radio, but I found one for $3,500.
Did you hear what I said?
163,000 miles. It actually looks really, really, really clean.
Frank.
Yeah,
I'm going to look at that one tomorrow.
Okay. Wait, seriously?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. That's the one in Citrus Heights. I'm not even looking at Craigslist right now or Marketplace. No, I talked to the guy. I'm going to go check it out after work tomorrow.
Bro, it looks so good.
There's some like door dings and stuff, but a PDR away from being perfect.
I'm looking like the left rear bumper.
Stop looking.
Corner
Don't
is nope. I'm sold, dog.
I'm fucking going there, dude.
Oh
so
my
tomorrow,
gosh.
yeah, it's really nice.
Can I be horny for you?
Yeah,
God, it looks so good.
Dude, it looks so good. The
interior
are we
already doing the should that be it? The $3,500 or under luxury SUV.
God. Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, you can get a lot of Land Rover.
I can get some Mercury Mountaineer up in this bitch.
Yeah, Land Rover products for sure. You could probably get an LR3.
Yeah, but I want it to work.
They work.
I'd go Disco too.
Disco. Oh, they're a little pricier now. Have you been looking at the Disco prices lately?
No, I haven't looked at Discos in a while.
Don't do it. Yeah, they've gone up a little bit.
No, it would need to be more shitty sub brand, right? Like I would need to do. SLX is like the king of that,
dude. So the best thing is you didn't even mention the ad. It's a 99. So I do get the 3.5 with the.
Yeah,
we'll see. Yeah. I'm not getting too excited. The dude is like a little iffy. He's the one that I mentioned that I said all that stuff, and he's like, sure.
Well, sometimes that ends up being good, right?
Seldom, but yeah, it could.
No, but like I mean, like shitty bedside manner might chase a bunch of people off.
You're right. Well,
Um,
the fact that it's an Acura SLX probably
well,
doesn't.
fair. Yeah,
There's no one to be
this
chased.
is not some like air cooled Porsche where like I'm
No.
getting a good deal because
How good,
I'm the only one to
dude?
deal with this
How good does
cantankerous
it
asshole.
look, though?
It looks really good.
I know.
That like
I
greenish
know.
blue.
I've been so excited. It just like I think it posted 2 days ago or something. I messaged him immediately, and I've kind of been working out. But tomorrow, I hope, dude. I hope I send you a picture at a gas station with this thing. So
God, I'm trying to think. I'm trying. Oh,
I'm
damn!
so
You're not
hot for
kidding.
this
Like
thing.
I'm just rolling down, and here's a Rover at like 14 grand.
Told you. Yeah, it sucks, dude.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay. Well, no, I'm excited. That's fun.
I'm excited. You know
Um,
what I would do if honestly, if we're gonna play like honestly $3,500, $4,000 off roader, that's kind
yeah,
of interesting. I'd
yeah.
go for like a Honda Passport original first gen. I think that's similar vein to this.
Yeah.
Another robust,
I mean, it genuine. It's about as close
literally,
as you can
yeah,
get. Yeah.
rodeo with the Honda badge. I like how
Yep.
those look. By the way, I think they look killer. The
Yeah.
passports. Mhm.
Yeah. You know what? I would need to get a JDM. God, the Honda. What was it called? Where they rebadged the original Discovery as a Honda in Japan.
Yeah. I'm stumbling on the
I
name.
forgot
I
what
know.
it's
I know
called.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's like
Honda was
very
crazy.
clearly a Discovery, but with like a Honda grill, like an egg crate Honda grill on it.
So
Um,
I know you were saying it, but this is essentially a trooper. I think they just changed the badging, and I
mhm.
think they upgraded the interior materials. They didn't change anything mechanically. So what I did,
No,
is
it's
research.
mechanically. Yeah,
It's
no, it's
I'm no,
mechanically
I'm talking
identical.
like didn't touch bushings, didn't adjust anything to feel different. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Sometimes they'll adjust the suspension like rates. Nope, it's a trooper, second gen trooper.
Man,
How
all right.
good does
Well,
it look?
you get that, I'll get a Mazda Navajo, and
Oh, I like that. The Mazda
yeah,
Navajo is fucking really good.
yeah, we'll have like
Ooh.
a rebadge S. That should be it. Just rebadge SUV.
Good. Those two would look great together, by the way.
They would. I mean,
They
the
would look
size,
really good
different
together.
would be pretty significant.
Significant, yeah. But
Um,
they kind of have the same like style though, so they look kind of periody.
they
Correct?
never made. Help me out here. They never made a Mercury Mountaineer from the first gen
Did not.
Explorer, right? Only the
Nope.
second gen.
Second gen.
So you had Explorer and then Navajo, and then
Mhm.
Navajo went away, and you had
Everything.
Mountaineer. God, how sick would it have been if they made a Lincoln first gen Explorer?
Could have been dope. Could have been really dope. Interior would have been awesome.
Mhm.
It would have been plush.
Called like the Lincoln, I don't know, John Wilkes. Like I don't know what you would call it, but like
I mean, that's probably their first. That's probably their first thing. That's
yeah,
the name.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The
Yeah, I
Mary
think you
Todd.
got it.
I don't know.
But anyway,
Um,
not to bury the lead, but yeah, I'm gonna go check that bad boy out tomorrow. Hopefully, he hasn't sent me the address. It's one of those weird guys. Like, I'll send it to you tomorrow. I'm like, okay,
I mean, you could send it to me now.
yeah, right.
Like he thinks you're gonna like he's gonna wake up and you're gonna be like sleeping in the car in his garage.
I've come for your SLX.
Yeah.
But no, I'm super. When that thing popped up, I'm like, yep.
Sick. That's cool. Question: does that mean you have Acura SLX as a saved search?
Yeah, of course, you know I do.
Let's
you know
fucking go.
You fucking know me, bro. I love.
I
it.
want. Do you think they've ever? I'm gonna look real quick because this makes for fantastic audio. Do you think Cars and Bids or Bring a Trailer has ever sold an Acura SLX?
If I was going to venture a guess, I think Cars and Bids might have run one.
I just looked. Cars and Bids has not sold an Acura SLX.
Oh,
Bring a Trailer. I search Acura SLX, and it just gives me Isuzu Trooper results. Like it doesn't even. That's what you get.
I know they're pretty fucking rare. I know
They've sold one. Here it is, a '96 SLX for 63,000 miles.
Oh, that's pretty
Red
minty.
over gold, which is cool. Is that good two-tone cloth
as fuck.
interior?
Oh wow.
What do you think it sold for?
Uh,
190 horsepower, which we know.
Yep. It probably sold for like $7,800.
11,250.
Shocking.
So you need to get yourself on this
Yeah,
SLX.
this one has 163,000. So probably not going to get there for that kind of value, but it is
Sure.
nice. It is nice looking.
Yeah, cool.
It's gonna
Okay,
be. It's
well,
honestly
I'm-
becoming my fishing rig if I grab it. So I need something more
Cool.
beater-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I have that in my Suburban, but
Yeah, you do. You do.
and I have to like get into fishing, I suppose, if that's what I'm going to do. But
It's easy. It's an easy thing to get into, my friend.
Well, the kid
Mm-hmm.
today and yesterday, he's like, I really want to go fishing. I really want to go fishing, and I'm not a fisher. I'm not against it. Like, don't care. But I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And so like maybe we need to do this.
We
We need
should
to
do
do a fishing rig adventure situation.
and we've got enough rods and reels. And plus, Teddy's like literally the same age as your son. Like
Yeah.
literally, like I think it's a week apart. So
Yep.
we could make that happen, man. And we could go in the SLX. How cool would that be?
Hell yeah. You take that SLX, I'll take my Mazda Navajo that I've yet to locate. And yeah, we will do this. I'm into it. I support you in this
Yay.
tomfoolery.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Well, let's celebrate. You did nail that, dude. If
Thanks.
anyone's going to come out of the woodwork with an Acura SLX first turn rip, and
Oh, you
getting
got
it
the
right,
money gun loaded?
Oh, you fucking know it.
We need more money for the money gun.
It's got $10 in it. Oh,
I know. We need more than that. We need. I don't know.
when we start plugging our Patreon, we can make. Please.
Yes.
Please fund the money gun, the Make It Rain gun.
Should that be it? Like we should have an
$1.
option. I assume.
Yep,
Here's the thing. I
$1.
assume. Well, no. I assume on Patreon.
Is there a minimum?
Obviously, like I'm sure you just like sign up with your credit card or PayPal or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you think there's a way where you can be like send individual bills every month? Like mail 5 singles to this People box.
Not only don't believe that's a thing, I think they are vehemently against that policy sending cash.
You're right, actually, because I bet you that probably cuts Patreon out of the deal.
Exactly.
If they don't get their cut. Damn.
How about we celebrate your victory, not just with dollar bills, with PCP, man. Project Car Progress. Frank, have you done any wrenching?
Oh boy. Not really. All I'm gonna do is I still have all of the things. I might be getting other car in here. We talked about it. Robert Epley, friend of the podcast, has his Shipbox Triumph.
Oh yeah, yep.
That we talked about briefly before. We've been ships passing in the night, but hopefully this week I will get it over here. I did discover it's got $500 in back due DMV on it, which
I hate that
might
stuff.
be roughly 40% of the value of the car.
Right.
So we'll see what happens there. There's kind of no way around dealing with that because we also don't have a title.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to get a title, you got to pay the fees. So you got to pay to play. So that's what we're figuring out there.
That's tough.
I'm hoping as early as real world tomorrow, not podcast world tomorrow. By the time you listen to this, hopefully it'll be sorted out. But that's in waiting in the wings. I finally also got in the actual, for the umpteenth attempt, the actual undamaged bushing torque arm transmission mount for the Sprint Turbo.
Oh, nice.
A few weeks ago, it was like, okay, I got the one in. It's bad. Like the bushing is kind of tearing out of its mount already. It feels squishier and softer and worse than the bad one I'm taking out of the car. So I returned it. I made the executive. I'm going to return it. They took it back. I paid an extra like $8 to like overnight the new one. Guess what? It still took 2 fucking weeks. So I went back, right? And I was like, hey, like they called me. And so I was like, hey, like it's $8. So I'm not going to like be upset about it. But like I paid extra money to get it in like 2 days instead of 8 days. And it took 15 days. Can I get that money back? And the guy was like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense for sure. And he's like fighting his computer and he's like, it won't let me. Can I just like give you a $10 like AutoZone gift card?
Oh,
I'll put in the computer that you gave me a battery core, and I'm giving you a $10 merchandise credit on a gift card.
that dude's getting fired.
I'm like, sure, that's fine. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, because I can't. Blah, 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 it won't. Then I was like, wait, you just buy cores even if I don't have a core return? Like I can just show up with a battery core and you'll give me $10 at least in store credit for it. He's like, oh yeah, we buy cores. I was like, sick. I have 6 cores. I just like there's 2 over here. I have a couple on my side yard. I have one. God, I have one in something. I'm gonna like.
Frank's got
out.
a dozen of them in the stream
So I'm
behind.
gonna just roll in and just be like, give me $50 in store credit, dog, for these like absolute disastrously shithouse batteries. So yeah, that's it. Other than like, I'm still kind of redoing the garage. This is the new. I got a new toolbox over here.
Looking clean.
heavily discounted at the local Home Depot. It was like $300.
Oh shit, that's a good deal.
It's like a Husky, whatever.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm gonna stuff it between these two cabinets. And yeah. Hopefully put a lift in here. Maybe sooner than later. The
Excellent.
background will have a lift
Oh,
back there. That would be cool. It'd be cool to see like the bottom half of a car like up here because there's something elevated back up over there. That'd
that'd
rad.
be killer. Well, at least you did PCP. I
Sort
literally
of.
did PCP that yielded no positive results.
You did
Um,
the drug PCP.
I did. Well, that's the first problem. Is I started with the real drug PC before I tried my Project Car
I
Progress.
have an idea.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. You're not getting anything done.
Mhm.
Other than hopefully tomorrow buying a car. Should that be After Dark episode number 1? We actually try actual
God
PCP.
damn, dude, we're not dying on the first episode. That's a Patreon
Okay. The Patreon
faux pas.
exclusive.
But I
Maybe
did
50, like what's like how many
LD50.
no, I'm saying like how many bonus episodes like After Dark late night confidential episodes is it that we is it once a year? Once a year we try a new drug
Dude,
that we've never done before.
We're not earning
which
enough.
in my case is kind of all of them. Which
Yeah, we're not earning enough for
I'm
PCP.
weak.
We're not even making crack money. So we got.
No, but I'm saying is hopefully in a year
Oh man, let's.
we can at least PCP is pretty. I assume I don't know. And like I can like
We know.
we can get edibles. I don't know anyone who can get PCP. Do you? Do you
We
know a
could
guy? Do you have a guy who knows a
legitimately-
guy?
We could, of course, but we could legitimately do an episode on edibles. That'd be fine. But I did actually get some work done. It just didn't result in anything. So the Volvo airbag light,
Sprinting
which
in
is
place. Oh
the
no.
bane of my existence. So
The
it's
ballad.
I finally got a Volvo scan tool, which is cool because I can go in. Volvos are pretty complex, even in the early to mid 2000s. The safety features, Volvo's always been a pioneer in the field. So
What's
going
the
in
acronym?
there, what's that?
Isn't there like an acronym like on the like the B pillar? It's like the SI. It's not SIDS, but it's something like that. Like the
It
side
is.
impact.
It's the opposite of SIDS that keeps you alive.
Is
It's
it?
like
No, it's like
SIPs.
side impact.
It's like SIPs, SIPS, right?
Oh yeah, it is Simps.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you go in there and I see what the thing is. It's like a high resistance on the seatbelt tensioner on driver's side.
Right,
So
yep.
which could be one of 5 million things. So I start tearing apart the B pillar. I hate messing with plastics. We talk about this all the time. Take it all off. I take every connector off and clean it because a dirty connector kicks that light off more times than not. Or you had something loose, disconnected while you connected the battery back up, and that light will stay permanently until you fix the issue and then reset it again. I went under the seat, unbolted the driver's seat, pulled it up. As you know from me redoing the passenger seat,
Yes,
there
I
are
do.
5 million connectors under this seat from
Give or
2005,
take.
which wasn't the connect. Yeah, usually like 4.98 million.
Yeah, niner.
So I took every one out, pain in the dick, undoing all those connectors in a weird cramped space, cleaned them, put it all back together. Everything's tested resistance like I'm supposed to on every fucking connection. Perfect resistance. I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe the cleaning helped. Put it all back together, reset the light. The airbag light goes off. Boop, boop, airbag light comes right back. SRS issue. I'm like, I just want to die.
God damn it.
So it could be the pre-tensioner for the seatbelt, which is a safety feature. If you get in an accident, it tightens your seatbelt instantly. Sometimes those fail over time and you lose that ability. You can't tell you lost that ability until you get in an accident. So I might just fucking just wing it and try to buy a used known good pre-tensioner. They're like
Allegedly.
$80 and it's a pain in the dick. I don't know where I'm at with that. You know, it can be sorted. It's just how much time do I want to keep putting into this little thing? Obviously, the car works. Everything works. It's not an airbag isn't going to deploy issue. It's just the tensioner. Their tensioner's getting some resistance fault in the wiring, and I didn't see any damaged wires. I don't know. I'm chasing my tail on this one. It's taking way too much time. But Volvo safety, God bless it. Right? God bless it.
Yeah, until you get like an airbag deploys in your skull because of some sort of SRS fault or Simp's fault or whatever.
This light has nothing to do with the airbag. So it's like it's not a safety concern, which is like what I was really worried about when the passenger seat was cut out by a knife wielding I don't even know, tweaker. But yeah, that's all I got. So chasing that issue. But I just want to point out that like I think I'd rather do a timing belt job than take apart an interior and start messing with like, I don't know, fucking sensors and wiring. That's a goddamn nightmare.
Yeah. No, it's God, yeah, it's frustrating Yeah, it's just I don't. Bah, 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 bah. Because
Yeah.
what do you do? Like we were just discussing about the parts cannon,
Mm-hmm.
right? And unless you have
I'm about to arm it.
extreme heavy specific diagnostic tools and scan tools,
Mm-hmm.
and even then they can lead you down in a wrong direction.
Sure.
Like it's
And I'm not taking my $2,000 rally car to a fucking Volvo dealer to have them run up like 4 hours of diagnostic work to say it could be this and it could be this, because that's what it ends up being with these complicated
Well,
systems.
we're gonna start with like 4 hours of diag, and then we're gonna
At that point, I'll just swap out the tensioner and see. It's worth the shot, right? All right, we're over.
Yeah.
We're over on time, Frank. Take us home.
That's how it is.
I'm already depressed.
Let's get in. If you have dreadful or fantastic, legal or illegal car story questions or questions, answers to questions to answers, things to tell us, stories to tell, just hop on the Instagram machine and send us a message with outlining what this story is. We're gonna do Instagram for now. I think there's like weird character limit shit, so we'll probably do something different
Okay.
in the future.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we'll figure that out. Even just send us a message saying like, "I've got a cool story." And in your email address, and we'll get you hooked up. But we want to collect some of those, so hopefully in a month or two we will have a small collection. So once a week we can be like, "Hey, check out this story from Bob Anonymous or Sally Two Dicks or whomever." We'll give you a clever alias. None of those were clever, but we'll make a clever one for you. And so that's fun. If you want to stalk me, you should or shouldn't, but that's the Photographer's Garage, Instagram, a splash on YouTube. But most importantly, just keep coming back here. Another pointless automotive podcast. I get to talk more off the cuff here than elsewhere. So please do that. Chadwick, if somebody wants to send you grotesque very forward messages how to you or see what you're up to, how do they do that?
Yeah, please do. Frank's restraining order threats are fucking hollow and weak.
They are
just
overblown.
Stock away. With me, I will, dude. I'll open my arms up invitingly. I bring it on. Bring your stocking. No, if you want to find out how I survive or don't survive the tracker EGR issues and the Volvo airbag issues, tune into Auto Obscure Garage for all your rescues, restorations, and reviews. You can watch me hating life right now at the moment.
I'm so excited for your SLX content coming up.
Oh, don't curse it, man. It's not there yet. I'm very iffy on this one. But
he wants to sell it.
It's and Homeboy opened a profile, just one item for sale ever. He's done 3 posts in 3 years. It's
perfect.
It's not good. But we'll see. We live dangerously. But yeah, like Frank said, tell us your stories. We love you, and we'll see you in, I don't know, 7 days. Sounds about right.
That sounds good.
Cool.
All right.
Until
then,
guys.
Enjoy turkey.
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving.
Wait, you've already enjoyed turkey.
You have.
I
hope it's great.
Have leftovers. Make a sandwich. As the late great. I'm already floundering here.
It's okay. We're totally over on time.
As the late great Warren Zevon once said, "Enjoy every sandwich."
Okay, later, guys.
Ta-ta.
Peace.